I'm going to play a clip for you here of Ted Cruz being interviewed on Newsmax. And you're going to hear the Newsmax host say something that is becoming a story about Tim Scott. And it's a similar story as it is with Lindsey Graham, the other Republican senator from South Carolina. And the way that Newsmax frames it is that there are questions about Tim Scott's personal life. Now, you might be saying, what do you mean, questions about his personal life? I need to be crystal clear with you about what they mean here. They are starting to allude to the possibility that Tim Scott is gay. They always dance around it. I'll explain it in a moment. Take a listen to this. If you're watching, watch Ted Cruz when this comes up.
Glad for Tim's voice. I think he's a very important voice in the Senate, and I'm sure he will add a lot to this race.
Yeah, so amazing life story, personal story, but we don't know a lot about his personal life. And at some point, those questions will be asked as we make our way closer to especially August, the debate stage in Milwaukee. You have a comment on that?
Oh, look, I'm sure that there will be nasty political attacks between the different candidates in the primary.
Ted Cruz is like, I know there are going to be nasty political attacks because I'm planning some particularly disgusting ones myself.
That we can expect. We've already seen some of that. And it's a rough and tumble business. That's how it operates.
Okay. So what are they alluding to here? I'll give you the backstory. And understandably, a lot of people just haven't heard about this yet. The idea here is Tim Scott could be gay. He might be gay. And the right is speculating. And there are these articles. 57-year-old Tim Scott has never been married. He's a sort of perpetual bachelor, blah, 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 blah. When he entered politics at age 30, he talked about being a virgin. He attributed it to his Christian faith or something, but it actually might be that he's a gay man who is not, was not comfortable saying that publicly, still isn't comfortable saying that publicly. Now, I have absolutely no idea whether Tim Scott is gay. There are reports he's brought women to events at times before. It doesn't really mean anything one way or the other. I don't actually care whether Tim Scott is gay. But the fascinating part is that the right is setting up the homophobic line. And with Lindsey Graham, it's sort of the same thing. But it's not exactly the same. I don't know where it stands right now. But with Lindsey Graham, it's considered more of one of these open secrets. Also a perpetual bachelor, Lindsey Graham, and speculation or discussions that he's actually a gay man. Why this wouldn't just be something you say? Well, I think part of it has to do with you're a senator in a Republican Party that is still extraordinarily homophobic, and that tells you a lot about why. So as far as Tim Scott goes, they are starting to prepare that line of attack. You will not see it brought out by candidates. Trump and DeSantis aren't going to, on a debate stage, if Tim Scott makes it to a debate stage, attack him for being gay. It's just not going to happen. But the PACs and the dark money, etc., if for whatever reason Tim Scott actually started getting some traction in this primary, which he almost certainly will not, they can start doing there are questions about his personal life thing. It's been done to other candidates before. That's what's being alluded to here. It's a horrible thing. It's probably even more horrible that it has the potential to impact voters within a Republican primary. We will follow it, and that's what they're teeing up. All of these clips that I've been playing, the Newsmax Ted Cruz clip about Tim Scott or the earlier clips with Tim Scott on Fox, all of these clips, we make these available on our Instagram, which you can find by searching Instagram for David Pakman Show. We also post them to our TikTok, which you can find by searching TikTok for David Pakman Show. And of course, we make them available on our YouTube channel, which you can find at youtube.com/ not backslash / The David Pakman Show. We're going to take a very short break, and the show continues right after this.